Good day, good people. I'd like to make this video discussing some of my requests with how my video demonstrations and how my social media content may be used out there, especially if you are an EMDR or other type of trainer who is electing to use my content in one of your paid trainings. Before I get into the particulars here, I'll summarize it. Ask permission. Support at instituteforcreativemindfulness.com. When we decided to offer EMDR demos on YouTube widespread in 2016, we knew we were taking a risk. We knew that a lot of folks in the EMDR therapy community would not be happy with so much of the EMDR insider knowledge being out there. We recognize that even though we put a really strong disclaimer on some of the videos about what they are, that yes, inevitably some people might be using them to do it yourself EMDR or to teach themselves the technique. We say very clearly in the disclaimers that these videos are for educational and informational purposes only. We have found that many potential clients of EMDR have been helped by this knowledge being made widely available. I had a former client of mine even say, I wish I would have had this demo to watch before we actually went into doing EMDR therapy. It would have given me a better idea of what to expect. And one of the reasons I decided to press ahead after putting forward my first few demos in 2016 was the messages of gratitude that I got from the EMDR therapy community. Even though a lot of people don't like them, a lot of people do, and a lot of people do use them in their training and consultation. And that's the main thing that I want to talk about here. The videos have always been open source. I'm not the kind who wants to make a lot of money off of these videos being out there. Any money I make at all is a little bit of advertising revenue from YouTube. I feel that because I have a successful EMDR therapy training company, it's only right that I make information available in a way that democratizes knowledge. That's something I feel very strongly about. I know a lot of people in EMDR world can't afford consultation going forward after their initial training. So I want to make sure that people can review and that people can be exposed to my style, the Institute for Creative Mindfulness style, the more lived experienced, informed style of doing EMDR therapy. Now, over the years, it has been my great honor and privilege when other trainers, when other consultants have reached out to me and have said, Jamie, can we use your video? I will always say yes if my feeling is that you're using it for good purposes. I even have college students reach out to me saying, grad students, I'm doing a presentation on EMDR in a class. Would I be able to show your video? It's nice to be asked, even though we know that because these are out there essentially in a Creative Commons way that people technically don't have to ask. It is considerate to ask, most definitely, when you are using the video or the screenshot from a video in a way where you will be making money in some way. Like if you are doing it as part of your training, if you are doing it as part of your consultation group. I will say under the rules of a lot of CE boards, if I am using someone else's intellectual property, even on YouTube, I will still have to ask permission for using that video or for using that clip. So that is my ask to you, especially if you're a trainer, if you are a consultant, if you're using my videos in any way to make money. I don't need to be paid. It is nice to be asked. You can reach out anytime at support@instituteforcreativemindfulness.com to deliver your request. And as part of that request, I would like to know how you plan on using the demo, using the video, or using the screenshot from it. Clearly, this is a sensitive issue for me, particularly because of the way a lot of my fellows in the DID OSDD community were treated last year by videos that they posted freely on social media being used for nefarious fake claiming purposes. Most people in the EMDR community who are using my videos are doing it for good intent, but enough concern has been raised that I did want to post this request here, especially on the YouTube channel where a lot of my content has originated and through a lot of my social media platforms.